Get Ripple, the bright new drink with that ring-a-ding flavor, Ripple.
So our last recording was...
I have no idea. It was a long time ago.
about a month ago.
Was it? I feel like it was longer than that.
No, I think it was about a month ago.
I'll take your word for it.
Maybe a little more than a month.
Tell me your things. Tell me about your life.
What have I been up to for the last month? Well, school's out for summer. Woohoo! So I'm on summer break, and it doesn't really feel like a break for me. I'm friends with some other teachers, and I'm kind of envious of their schedule right now because, you know, they wake up, have their coffee, go to the pool, which, granted, I did today. It was great. But I also feel like I am the taxi driver for all of the activities because we live further away from a grocery store and further away from activities. So when I'm driving Eden to cheerleading, I'm staying in Camarillo. I don't get to go back home and do stuff that I'm supposed to do. So, and then we're getting ready for fair, which is taking up some time, and then I'm still working at the airport, which takes up time.
Yeah, just like everybody else. Like
a real job.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
that's champagne problems.
That's why I picked the job of teacher, so I can have summer breaks and weekends off. Duh.
Do you want to know really? You're gonna get mad at me. Do you want to know a really hot take I have?
Tell me.
I don't even know if this should go on a podcast. Okay, you know how everybody says like, oh, teachers don't get paid enough.
Yeah, we don't. I don't.
You get 3 months off. 3 months where you're not working. So yeah, you're gonna not be paid as much. Hot take?
Yes and no. It's more, but I think a lot of people think of it as you're working when there's kids there, but a lot of it is working for personal development days and requirements. Like I have one friend right now who's taking classes over the summer to keep up her credential. And
yeah, but I have to take classes that I don't get paid for to keep my license.
Yeah, but you probably make a lot more than I do too.
I don't know.
But that's why we're making so much money doing podcasting.
Oh, I know. It's great. Can't you just feel the wealth coming in as we're recording?
Do you hear the fan? What is that thing called?
It's the vent.
In the shack that we're recording in, spinning around, hitting like a branch or something because we have a super fancy hoity-toity podcast studio.
Maybe that's what you should do this summer is climb up there and prune that tree.
Maybe, but I'm a little scared I'll fall through the roof because it's not a very solidly built building.
What does your husband do for a living?
I think he's a teacher.
I don't think he is.
Oh, maybe he's a contractor?
Yeah, so maybe...
Speaking of contractor, I went to work with him last week, and I'm working with him again tomorrow, but I was running a fire hose. I was driving this...
Hey, I did that at work, too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fire hose?
Uh-huh. I had my coworkers take pictures because I thought it was really cool.
Me, too. It's really kind of fun. And I was driving this huge tractor with like I know it has a name, but I don't know the name, but like a big like steamroller wheel in the front with all these big...
They're...
poker things that go in the ground.
A sheep's foot.
Yeah, but it vibrates the whole time, so I'm like my brain was rattling.
Does it vibrate the whole time?
Yeah, because it's pounding the earth, like compacting the earth in, because it's making like the foundation strong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Uh-huh.
But I drove that around for a few hours, and I'm going again tomorrow to set footings. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm doing tomorrow, setting footings.
Can you come do that for my house?
Sure. What have you been up to the last month?
Well, I have the opposite problem because, so I don't leave my house. I work from home. Everything that I do is within like a 2-mile radius. And today I had to go to the bank.
Was it so exciting?
That was really exciting. So I went to the bank, which was in the same shopping center as Trader Joe's and the same shopping center as Goodwill.
It's like a great shopping center.
It's real. Yeah. I just wish they still had the gym there, but that's not there anymore.
I have not been there for years.
I know. It makes me sad. I wish that would come back.
It's going to be an Aldi is what I hear.
Oh.
Which doesn't make sense. Why would you have an Aldi and
next to
Trader Joe's? I've never been to really an Aldi, like maybe once, and I was not impressed.
I think you have to have a quarter to use their shopping carts.
But don't you get it back when you return?
Yeah, but it's weird.
Maybe I'll just go around and collect shopping carts and put them in there and make quarters.
Well, I don't think it works that way because I think that encourages people to bring their shopping cart. I don't know. I haven't done it either. I went to an Aldi in Oxnard and I didn't really love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that. I went to Goodwill. I got some jean shorts and I found $6 in them. It was really exciting.
It's like the best day ever.
That was really, really exciting. Oh, I do have an update though. So we talked about the Michaela Settles case from, what was that, a month ago that we talked about that? Or
a little more than a month ago.
I think we've done a couple updates now.
Mm-hmm.
And so they finally have I don't know if you consider it justice or not, but they finally have the conviction of the father. And if you don't remember, this was the case where the biological father raped his own daughter.
Got her drunk.
Yes.
raped her.
I didn't realize until just recently that he had taken her to a bar.
I just saw that recently too. I thought it was at home. Not that it makes a difference.
It continued at home, but it started at a bar. So I wonder if that bar is facing any sort of consequences for serving drinks to somebody under 21.
Yeah, they should. They should. Everyone should have a play, a part in this. I think the doctor should be charged because I don't know. I think.
Yeah, there's definitely it's not a happy ending. Here, let me read you a little snippet about what the verdict was from Joe Knows Ventura. So Judge Dusty Coe just sentenced 41-year-old Stephen Vincent Chavez to a single year in county jail.
Ridiculous.
And 3 years probation. That's it.
This poor girl was raped violently by her own father and then committed suicide because of the shame and guilt and horror that she was living after that.
It's insane, and I'm shocked that the judge decided on that. He could have given more. I don't remember. I think the maximum was still not very much.
I think the maximum was 3 years.
Yeah, I want to say it was 3 years, which is insane. Absolutely insane that was the maximum. But still, to give him 1 year, that's just...
It's a joke.
It's
embarrassing.
Joke. It really, really is. So, not such a happy ending for that, but... I don't know.
I mean, there's got to be other things they can charge him with. Kind of like the whole OJ thing. Like, he got off when murder was not his conviction. I guess he got away with murder, more or less. But then they put him in jail for years for selling, like sports memorabilia or something stolen.
Yeah, he took his own stuff from some place. I think somebody had stolen it from his house and then sold it to some sports place, and then he went and stole it back.
But he did quite a few years for that. And I felt like it was almost in a way of saying, hey, we couldn't get you for this, but we can put you away for something else. I feel like this father, if you want to call him that, should be put away for, maybe can't get away, for murdering his daughter, even though he was the reason she took her own life. But, child abuse or, like you said, serving alcohol to an underage
I don't think
person.
It could have been child abuse because she was considered an illegal adult at that point. I think she was 18 or 19. But, yeah, he did.
Well, there's adult abuse, right?
I don't know. Right. I think that's only when you require the care of somebody. I'm not sure.
What about if you get into a fight, like a bar fight?
That's aggravated assault.
Well, this is assault.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
it really angers me.
Yeah, it does. It is such a miscarriage of justice for sure. But I don't know. Anything else?
Update wise? No.
Update wise?
But do you have some more uplifting stories? Because I feel like I need a palate cleanser.
At 3:00 in the morning, I decided to cut my own hair.
I saw you had bangs.
I have bangs.
But they're under your hat right now.
They are, yeah. They are under my hat. But I don't know. I watched way too many videos on curtain bangs on TikTok, and I was up at 3:00 in the morning. And I couldn't fall asleep, and I was like, you know what?
Took the kitchen shears.
Let's go. No, I actually have hair cutting shears because, fortunately or unfortunately, I do cut my hair myself regularly. So
I got my hair done for the first time in a year.
Yeah,
by my friend.
Expensive taste over there.
Because I'm a teacher.
Some of us, yeah.
I make so much money.
You get 3 months off. So.
All right, you want to tell me a story?
Yeah, you want me to start?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll start with a news story. This is kind of an older story. We should have done it about a month ago, but it is so weird that I felt we had to bring it to the podcast. So did you hear about the girls that were found in a New York tunnel? These school girls.
Yeah, it's some ridiculous number, right? 37 of them or something like that?
No. So what the news stories initially came out with, which I wish I could find an audio clip from, you know what? Let me look one up. We're going to play one because I want you to hear what the news reported and then what actually happened. So, here, I'll just read it to you. So it says about a dozen schoolgirls were found in a underground New York tunnel in Nyack. Is that how you say that?
Sure, I've never been to New York.
I don't know. We're on the other side of the country. They entered a large storm drain culvert, essentially a concrete tunnel that carries rainwater away while they were at a New York park during a field trip type of thing. And they just entered out of curiosity. And they...
All the same age?
Yeah, they looked like they're about the same age. I don't have their ages here, but they look like school age. They somehow got disoriented, and they eventually were able to exit beneath a restaurant patio. Okay, so that sounds what's your interpretation of that? It's just these girls, they're out in the park, and they see, oh, there's a tunnel over there, let's go explore it, and then they somehow get lost.
Okay,
right?
So you and I both worked at summer camps before, and as a teacher, we go on field trips. The first thing you do whenever you are taking kids anywhere off campus, it's a lot of, even older kids, they have like a buddy, like a check-in buddy, like, hey, where did Angela go? Oh, she's right here, or she went to the bathroom. Like, you've got that check-in buddy, but you're also consistently doing head counts. If you're responsible for 14 kids, you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 13. Oh, there's 14. All my kids are here. So if all of a sudden I have about a dozen of my students missing, I'm going to freak out. There's no way 12 of my students are going to just disappear down a tunnel while we're on a field trip. That's weird.
Okay. So you have a different interpretation. I think the news tried to play it off as it's kind of an insignificant sort of thing. Like, oh, they got lost for a little while and then we found them. No, this is what actually happened. 71.
No.
71 girls were found in this tunnel.
No.
And they were missing for nearly an hour.
Oh.
They had traveled almost a mile in underground tunnels. 71 of them.
No. Nope.
I don't believe it.
No.
I don't believe it for a second.
And they're all girls?
They're all girls.
Is this an all-girls school, supposedly?
It looks like it was some sort of Jewish school, which is going to lead me into my ripple.
Mm-hmm.
They were these Jewish schoolgirls at some sort of private school, I would imagine, if it's a religious school. And they were all found in this tunnel, and they didn't have chaperones with them. They were missing for what I feel like is an extended period of time, 45 minutes to an hour missing.
No,
I think, call me a conspiracy theorist, I think that they were traveling in underground tunnels. Whether that's because of trafficking, whether that's because of some sort of secret underground transportation system that's going on.
Or were they trying to escape somewhere? Do you think they were being
trafficked and they tried to get away?
And they got away?
No, I think that they were supposed to enter. This is my theory. They were supposed to enter this culvert. They were supposed to go right, and they accidentally went left.
Why? Let's backtrack though. Why are you supposed to have a culvert that you're supposed to enter? 71 of you with no adults.
Okay, well that's a good question, and that's what's going to take us through our ripple, because something similar to this happened back in 2024. So in 2024, there was an incident involving an unauthorized tunnel beneath the headquarters of the Chabad Lapovic. Sorry, I'm sure I said that wrong.
That sounded great.
The 770, which is a very well-known headquarters synagogue place. And you may have seen videos of this man. Have you seen the video of him popping out of the storm drain?
No.
So essentially what happened is a group of young men had a secret a secret tunnel that allowed them to go through adjacent buildings underground and arrive in the basement of this synagogue. And this was in Brooklyn. So when the public saw this happening, when they saw these guys climbing out of storm drains, they realized what was going on, that there was this unauthorized tunnel that was going underneath the nearby buildings, and they were able to tunnel their way to the basement of the synagogue. And the reasoning for that, what they said, is because the leader of that church wanted to expand the church, and that was like his dying wish. He wanted this to be a larger synagogue for more people to gather and allow for a bigger community in that area. Well, this is in an older part, I guess, of Brooklyn, and there's buildings on either side, and there's no way to physically expand it unless you go underground. So they had...
Is it like basements?
It's like literal underground tunnels. Like tunnels that should not be beneath multi-story buildings,
because it'll collapse,
because it'll create sinkholes and collapse. But they felt so passionately about keeping these tunnels open that when the city came in and had contractors fill them in with concrete because they were causing these structural hazards, they were arrested because they refused to move. They stayed down there so that cement could not be poured. Now, when reporters went down there, they saw a lot of things that they thought were kind of strange that fueled more conspiracy theories, like bloodied mattresses, like high chairs, like things that kind of
mole people are living down there,
lead you to believe that maybe some not so great stuff is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the church or synagogue would say that this was a basement, and things that normally get stored in a basement were down in that basement. Okay. So that kind of disproves that. Like, it's a reasonable explanation. That's where a lot of junk gets, tossed.
Mm-hmm.
But then more stories came out and reports of other people who have the same sort of attire that you would expect to see in this like traditional Hasidic Jewish community, going down storm drains, going down manholes into the depths of New York, and just disappearing. So I want to play you a quick clip of one report of a guy who seemed to see this regularly.
About 7 men climbed into the manhole on McDonald Avenue in Collin Place. They spent 3 hours in the sewer and emerged at 2 a.m.
They get out, they get a car, they drive away.
Neighbors were alerted when investigators showed up Friday to canvass the area. They were told not to worry.
They climbed to the manholes, they searched, they went up and down the block, and lo and behold, they tell us they dropped their keys. I don't believe anyone dropped keys.
A DEP spokesperson says the sewers have been inspected and the infrastructure is safe. They warn it's not only illegal to enter, it's also dangerous, as sewers can contain numerous hazards, including noxious and potentially deadly gases, unstable surfaces, flooding risks, and confined spaces. Councilmember Suzanne Schwang, who covers Gravesend, agrees it should not be taken lightly and commends the NYPD on their swift response and confirmation everything is safe. But not everyone is convinced all is well.
They just say, no, it's fine. It's not fine.
Okay, so I was a commentator at the end that I paused. But it seems like, based on the reaction from the police, and I understand, like, New York police, they're going through a lot right now, and maybe that's not number one priority, but you have that, and then more importantly, you have this group of girls, 71 girls.
It's not like you and your two best friends go on an adventure.
And you get lost. No, that is a massive amount of people that the news, like, I mean, I read some of the reports, and the way that they're downplaying this number of children unsupervised, like, you think, number one, you would have arrests on the people who were supposed to be watching these kids. You would have parents freaking out, like, what the hell was my kid doing in a storm drain? You would have the entire school investigated
for lack of supervision.
It was kind of like, oops, oh, that's silly. They got lost for a little while, but it's okay now.
For 45 minutes in a underground tunnel.
And then when they came out too, you would expect them to be like dirty. They walked for quite a while. They went a significant distance.
And were any of them crying and upset? And like, I feel like if you're lost for that long underground, I would be crying.
I don't know. It's hard to say because the faces were blurred in most of them because these are minors, but they're all wearing very traditional clothing. It's just very bizarre to me. It's bizarre that there wasn't a statement from a teacher or like a chaperone or anything, like explaining like, oh yeah, we were following this trail and it said that, part of it would go through I don't know. There's no explanation. Like, I could understand too if maybe a couple of the girls branched off and they were supposed to be doing stuff in the park and they went someplace that they weren't supposed to and they got lost. But how many classrooms is 71 people?
A lot. That's at least 3. About 3. Yeah. You figure 25 to 30 in each class.
I don't know. So. I think that there's something more nefarious going on, whether it's like a secret community of these Hasidic Jews in New York that they conduct underground, or if it's child trafficking, or there's something. There's something missing.
Why aren't more people, like, if I lived in New York, I feel like I, as like a community member, would want to go explore this and see why the heck all these girls came out there. Why are people not doing that themselves?
Well, it's funny that you say that because back when the first couple, I think it was the 2004 tunnel situation. So apparently that tunnel was built back in 2020, and it was a way for them to get to the synagogue during the shutdown when they were supposed to be staying home and not gathering and not conducting services.
Okay, I see that. Okay.
That was their initial explanation. Since 2020, there's been multiple people on Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it, who have put out these, and it's kind of funny because they're like, I am hearing people underneath my apartment talking. I'm hearing people at night talking, and I live on the ground floor.
Oh my God.
Tell me what's going on.
That's really funny, actually.
It is. But
that's also kind of terrifying that, like, if you're moving like a big refrigerator and your floor falls out.
Yeah. And I'm sure all of your friends and coworkers think you're crazy when you're like, there's Jews under me. There's something going on.
Chanting and stuff happening.
Yeah. So there's something weird going on. I think that there's definitely some sort of connection. Like, I feel like there's something more nefarious because it's very underplayed. Like the police are like, "Oh no, we checked it out. It's fine."
Brushing
the
it.
news is like played. They're literally laughing in the report. Ah, these 71 oh how silly. They're so bad with directions.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Very, very like. What do you think would happen with your school if 71 students went missing?
Well, there would be a huge investigation. The moms of Camarillo would be up in arms and picketing and, like I said, kind of be, doing the investigation themselves. Show me this tunnel that they got lost in. Show me, where they went and why they went and who was supposed to be watching them, and all the teachers would be fired.
And why wasn't it reported immediately?
Yeah, as soon as you know a student is missing.
These girls found their own way out. I don't think anybody was looking for them.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
I think that they were supposed to rendezvous somewhere underground, and they didn't make it to where they were supposed to go. That's my theory.
And maybe that's a really good thing that they didn't make it to where they were supposed to go.
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know if something bad was going to happen, or if it was just like, hey, we're doing a religious ceremony and we're making our own way underground.
Well, I think if people want us to investigate further, they can buy plane tickets for us to go to New York.
No, thank you.
And courtesy of our P.O. Box Ripplepod.
And Rose is going to play Ninja Turtles and start climbing through the sewers and checking it out.
Who was your favorite Ninja Turtle?
I don't know. I never watched it.
Oh, that's my
I'm going to go with Michelangelo because that's the only one that I know the name of.
He was...
Purple?
Orange.
Oh, what are the other ones' names?
Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo. There's one more.
There's 4?
There's 4 Ninja Turtles.
I don't know. And then there's the rat.
Shredder's the bad guy. And what's the rat? It's been a really long time.
Shredder wasn't the rat?
Maybe he's the rat. There's a bad guy, though, too.
Oh.
They liked pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, from one scary trafficking possible story to another. Have you heard of Vinted? Let's just start there.
I have had so many ads for Vinted. So many. So they are really like pumping them out.
It's very much like Poshmark, like Macari. It's a reseller's website.
But it's newer, right?
It's newer, but it's gaining a ton of traction because, like you said, I just have been marketed against a lot against it or for it. And they don't charge seller fees, which is pretty cool because like Poshmark takes like 20% of your profits.
How do they make money? They charge the buyer then? The buyer has to pay a fee?
It's like I said, it's really new to me. I haven't even downloaded the app. I just went on the website just to kind of check it out and see how it kind of all works. It looks very similar to the other reselling pages. But yeah, they don't charge a seller fee, which is great for the seller. But
then, yeah, I'm curious to know how they make their money. If they're doing it just based on ads, like there's ads on their site and they're getting money from web traffic, or if I'm sure they're charging the buyer.
There's got to be something.
There's got to be a buyer.
They've got to be able to make their money somehow. I don't know. It's new to me as well.
Okay.
But the thing that got me, like literally the day after I made a Vinted account, probably because my phone is constantly listening and seeing what I'm typing in, my algorithm for all my TikTok and Instagram and everything started blowing up on the Vinted listings that people are saying they are selling children on Vinted, like kind of like the Wayfair.
Yeah,
back a while ago.
It's very much like the Wayfair scandal.
When they would post a picture of like a cabinet, and the cabinet's name would be Cassidy, and this cabinet would be selling for $4 million or something ridiculous. And this is very much how Vinted is, and it kind of first got popular or exposure from TikTok. And there's this picture, and this is just one of them, of this like stuffed bunny. It's a little bunny, and the listing says bunny stuffed animal. It's 3 years old, 98 centimeters, very good. These are like kind of keywords you can look for, and it's giving the description. And it's being sold for, and I don't even know how to say this, but it's like the back, like an E with a line through it. I guess it's like the European money. What is?
You're a teacher.
I don't teach European in Europe. What is that called?
Is that pounds? I don't know.
Something like that. It's a lot, but it's for 1,000 pounds.
Why don't you find one that's in dollars?
Well, because I'll tell you why. Hang on. So 1,000, let's say pounds, lira, something, some kind of money.
That doesn't seem like very much money at all.
We'll look it up. This listing on Vinted, the headline is bunny stuffed animal, and you can kind of you can see the little feet right there. It's been cut off, but it's just a little stuffed bunny, little fuzzy, doesn't even look new, and it's being sold for, oh no, is that $1 million? Is that number £1 million?
Yeah, no.
I know. It's a strange number. It's in pounds.
It's 10,000, but they put the commas in the wrong spot.
And the period, decimal point. Anyways, the money is in pounds. And
why is it in pounds? Is this happening in Europe and not in the U.S.?
It's in France.
Okay.
This listing is in France. And the description of the bunny says 3 years, 98 centimeters, very good, baby, soft toys and stuffed animals. And the description, it says 3 years old, female. It was 91 centimeters, 13 kilograms. And then this is the part where it really, really gets terrible. So it's a little fuzzy bunny, right? But the description on the words, it says small, blonde, blue eyes, obedient, white girl, tight.
Ew.
So, gross, right?
Yeah.
So this kind of goes back to the Wayfair thing. Another thing that kind of got swept under the rug, and people were all up in arms about Wayfair, but Wayfair's alive. I hear commercials for it on podcasts all the time.
Hey, Wayfair, if you want to sponsor us, I'll give you a second chance.
As long as you're not selling children. But, people are going crazy. See, and this is just one of many posts on Vinted that they're finding like this. And so luckily, the France police department, FBI, whatever they call it, they are taking these reports seriously. But like Vinted and fact checkers have stressed that there is currently no evidence that is proving that child trafficking is going through this platform. Why, though, if that is in fact true, why would someone post something like that?
I have a theory, because I think it would be really, really stupid. And then again, I've seen so many things that it's like this can't possibly be a conspiracy, because it is so stupid and so obvious that you would so easily get caught. What if they are trolling the predators? What if
that's a nice way to look at it.
But follow me here. What if that there's sleazy, disgusting, horrible people out there, and they see, oh, I can get a little girl for $13,000, and you listed a stuffed bunny, and that is exactly what they're going to get when they pay you $13,000 as a stuffed bunny.
So do you think that the FBI or whoever is behind these postings, or do you think it's people just trying to make a buck off of sick people?
I think it's people just trying to make a buck off of sick people. I think because, okay, it would be so easy to catch you. I mean, you have to put in information when you sign up for these platforms. With Poshmark, you have to have a phone number. You have to confirm it with the code that they text you. You have to have a bank account connected to it. You have to have, obviously, just an IP address. There's so many ways that they could potentially track down these people that would be child trafficking through a site like that. There's the dark web. If you really want to buy a child, you're not going to do it through something like that. And that's why I didn't really believe the Wayfair thing either, because I think it was too obvious. And then people were connecting the names of this furniture
are with missing children.
Mm-hmm. I'm if you looked through enough missing children reports, you could probably find one that matches something on a website like that. I'm going the opposite route. I think that the Jew tunnels, for sure, there's something crazy going on there. I don't think that this is what that is. I think those people should be removed. I think that they're doing something shady and making the business look bad.
Yeah, but it's not good marketing.
Because, okay, how would it even work? So say somebody wants to buy this, child that's disguised as a stuffed bunny. So they pay their money. Then what?
How do you get said child?
I mean, then you have an additional platform that's tracking these transactions of you paying this money through this site and knowing exactly who's receiving the money and who's paying the money. It just doesn't make sense to me.
It is stupid. If someone's going to sell a child that way, they're going to get caught, as they should. I hope if that is really what's happening, that's what's going to happen. They're using that and they're just an idiot criminal, and someone's going to go, oh, you tried to sell a child, we're going to come, arrest you. There is a lot of people doing terrible stuff like that. I don't necessarily think they're doing it through Vinted.
That's the way I feel.
Okay. You think it's more dark web type?
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's going to happen in a little bit.
Do you know how to get on the dark web?
No.
Me either.
I feel like it would just break my computer.
It scares me. But at the same time, I'm so curious.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that that's not the way. I think, like I said, somebody's taking advantage of sickos and saying, hey,
I mean, if
got
you're
a
gonna take-
3-year-old bunny here.
If you're going to take advantage of people, those are the people to take advantage
Yeah.
of. Let's do that. We can put another positive spin on it that way. It's just gross, though, that they're putting like baby clothes and selling it for thousands of dollars and giving descriptions like that. Lots of it's always kid things, toys, clothes, bows.
Yeah. I mean, if they're stupid enough to do something like that, I support that. Yeah, keep on doing it because it's going to be really easy for you to get caught. So,
It's a positive spin on the terrible story.
hopefully, maybe I'm being too optimistic.
It's gross.
It's super gross. I want to know if anybody's communicated with these people. Like, I want to know, because I know, and like I said, I haven't been on Vinted, but I know on Poshmark you can message them, you can ask questions, you can leave comments, I want to know if anybody, and I'm sure now because it's been spread all over TikTok, people have attempted to talk to these people. I mean, are they trying to get them off the platform and say, hey, email me here, and then
off because on Poshmark, I don't know about Vinted, but on Poshmark, every communication you have with a buyer or a seller is saved on the Poshmark app. Like, they have a record of it, so they can kind of go back and see what you have said to them.
If you have a dispute over something,
everything a Poshmark person can see.
So, yeah, I would be curious, and I bet, because this is a pretty new thing, like I've only seen it within the last couple of days, I bet people will start posting stories about, like, I messaged them about it, I bought it. I mean, there's some people out there, some social media creators who have tons of money, and like, I wonder if they bought it, what happened?
I feel like they did that with the whole Wayfair thing. There was a lot of like TikTok, influencers that would buy these things and nothing would ever show up. At least the stories that I remember back in 2020, 2021.
Yeah. And Wayfair came out, and their version of the story and like their explanation is like those items were specifically priced at that price so that nobody would buy them because it was something that was
like a special order.
It was a special order, or it was something that was like not yet on the market, or like it was pulled from the market or something. So they would put like a crazy high price so that nobody would purchase it.
Then just don't post it. I still don't buy that story from Wayfair.
But then have you heard of the penny deals? So there's this.
Oh yes, yeah. They take a penny and then they. Oh no. Okay, no. This is something different. I know the TikTok one when she starts with a penny and she trades the penny for something different.
No. It's like when people. So there's certain companies. I know Lowe's does this. Home Depot does this. Dollar General does this.
Yeah, because Dollar Tree is gone. Oh no, 99-cent store.
Yeah. Gone. Dollar Tree is now dollar quarter store.
$1.50.
$1.50 store. When they have items that are no longer supposed to be on the floor, they're supposed to all get pulled and then sent back or sent to a closeout store or trashed or whatever. It's called pennied out. And for whatever reason, they'll put in their system, and I don't understand how this sort of stuff works, but they'll put in their system that item will ring up for 1 penny because it's not supposed to be there anymore. It's supposed to all get pulled from the shelf. But people like are able to track when certain things will be pennied out.
So you can go buy it
and
for
then
a penny?
they'll go and buy all this stuff for a
I
penny.
want to do that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, they like you can find it on TikTok, like all these, and sometimes people at the stores, like the employees, get mad about it, and they're like, "No, we can't sell that to you. That needs to be sent back." And then they have this argument of like, "Well, it came up as a penny. It's listed as a penny here on my phone. You need to sell it to me." So I don't know.
So you think Wayfair was doing something like that, like the reverse of that?
Yeah, so it wouldn't be sold. I don't know. And I'm not denying child sex trafficking. Like, that's definitely a thing. That's definitely going on. I just don't think that that's the way that it's happening.
Through Vinted. Well, I'm going to start selling some stuff on Vinted just because they don't charge. And Poshmark is taking a lot of my money.
Yeah, their fees keep going higher and higher.
Higher. And I'm a teacher and I don't make money. So
yeah, because you don't work 3 months out of the year.
Tell me your next story.
Okay. My next story has to start with a clip that I want you to listen to. And before I play you this clip, I want you to imagine, because I'm gonna set the scene since we don't have a visual podcast.
Oh yeah, people are asking for YouTube of us.
Yeah.
And I want to say, do you want to see where we are right now? Because
well, if people are asking for YouTubes of us, people need to start subscribing so that we can get ad sponsors and pay for hair and makeup. And then maybe I would consider it.
And maybe nails too, because my nails are gross.
My nails are disgusting. I was embarrassed at Goodwill.
That's such a oxymoron.
I was. My nails are so. And look, I went and fed the horses this morning. I collected chicken eggs. I fed the chickens. I watered the plants. I did all of the things, and my nails show that.
Well, I was just gonna say we just got finished riding horses, and I just milked a goat. We're gross farm girls right now.
We might have some some goat milking videos available.
Yes. Well, we have
can
an
watch
egg
those.
one. Yeah, they're eating.
Okay, speaking of, I'm going to go back to what we were talking about. Speaking of riding horses, imagine you're out with your friend and you are going on this trail ride and you are going on a nice sunset ride out in the mountains, really pretty, and then you start hearing a strange sound in the distance. So you get closer and closer and you want to see what the sound is. And that's exactly what happened to this TikToker. I'll read you her name as soon as I find her video, and I'm going to play that scenario for you.
I don't know if I would go closer or if I would run the opposite direction.
Well, when I play you this audio, you can tell me what you would do.
Okay.
Jordan and I went on a ride, and we just came across this noise that we heard. We're going up this hill, and you can hear it in the background. I'm going to show you. It's a little freaking creepy. Hold on. It's creepy. There's a mountain. There is another 100 of them out there, but it's like this Lemurian beacon system. I have no idea. Somebody put a lot of effort into this.
Is it making a design or is it just like randomly placed?
So it looks like it's just randomly placed. I'm not sure if they're trying to make a design, but what she found, and her name is Carrie Ann _Living Shasta, and that's spelled with a K. And she is showing these speakers all over the ground. And like she said, there's hundreds of them. And they are all playing this like chanting sound, chanting music. And I want to play.
It sounds like eerie though. It's
Okay.
not like.
So, and they're like these little, they look like mushrooms. And they're little speakers. They're
you
like
just stick in the ground, like party speakers.
Solar powered speakers. And they're not all playing in unison. They're all playing like different chants or different
Yeah, it's
audio.
not like one song.
No, it's all overlapping. And I have another video where she goes back the next day. Number one, I would have been freaked out. Not only would I be freaked out, but I think any horse that
that horse was very calm and just hanging out.
I think that if we were on one of our horses, that horse would be like, I'm going home whether you're going with me or not.
I'm going to leave you here with these chanters.
Yeah. But she's kind of like laughs. She's like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah, she wasn't worried at all.
Yeah, she wasn't worried at all. And she makes a comment and she says it's like a how do I pronounce it? Lemurian beacon. Have you heard of the Lemurians?
Mm-mm.
This is where my ripple begins.
Okay.
So Mount Shasta, which is where this woman is, where she's riding. Are you familiar? Have you been there? What?
Where's Mount Shasta?
In Northern California.
Oh, it's in California?
I'll pull up a map.
Well, that's not going to help me.
Yeah.
I'm not good with geography. When would I have gone to Mount Shasta?
I don't know. We live in California. I've never been there.
Oh, you haven't either.
No.
Okay.
Okay, let me find it really quick. So it is up here, and it's just south of Weed County.
Well, that tracks for NorCal.
Yeah, it's way up there. It's like almost in Oregon. Okay, so Lemurians. So let me backtrack a little bit. So Mount Shasta is known for having a lot of spiritual. It's like an area where a lot of people who are kind of woo-woo, hippy-dippy like to go and feel the vibes.
Okay.
It attracts a lot of that.
Okay.
And one of the reasons why it attracts a lot of that is because there's this kind of like legend of these Lemurian people. And the Lemurians were supposedly an advanced civilization that was around at the time of Atlantis. You know about the underground,
the ocean. Mm-hmm.
The ocean people.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lemurians were more of like the peaceful, like meditative. They're more like maternal. They had a matriarchy. They were considered to be really tall and fair skinned and blonde hair and blue eyes, and they could communicate telepathically, and they had a lot of spiritual vibes and connected with nature.
Why hasn't Disney done a movie with them in it yet?
I have no idea. I don't even know where like this stuff comes from. Like, where are people getting this information? I have no idea how it came about. But apparently during the time of Atlantis, they were like the counterpart. They were very masculine, very technologically advanced and into architecture and like the STEM sort of thing.
Okay.
And something happened. And it varies on the story of what happened. But this flood came in and it destroyed Atlantis. It destroyed
Wait, how did it destroy Atlantis if Atlantis was already underwater?
I don't know if it was always underwater.
Oh, okay.
I think it was maybe I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't even know what this is considered. Like, is this considered mythology? Is this like I don't even know what genre these stories fit into. It's like some weird sect of historical science fiction things. But these Lumerian people, supposedly, a few of them survived and took refuge at Mount Shasta.
Okay.
And again, they live in the underground. Just like the Jews in New York. They were getting down in those tunnels. And people believe that this small remainder of the civilization still live there in their weird telepathic vibing with nature selves. So that's what she was referring to. So that's like one theory of why there's all of these like speakers out there. Like they're trying to talk to the luminarians.
The lemurs.
Oh, okay. So that was kind of like her initial reaction of like, haha, maybe it's the Lumerians. And again, like, I don't know why she's laughing because I would have peed my saddle for sure. But she went back. So she goes back the next day and she wants to like investigate further and get a better idea of what's going on. So this kind of shows, like here, I'll play it for you. It'll give a little bit more detail.
All right.
Let's get past this part.
Inquiry 9 want to know.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So she finds a box of these speakers that like are unopened. And I guess this person, whoever is putting them out there, like they have this big trash bag full of them. They have this big box full of them. And
How far like off like a main trail is this?
so the thing is, and she finds out later that she was actually on private property because
Oh.
people own little like chunks of
Mount Shasta?
Mount Shasta that's with like surrounded by BLM land. So she finds it and there's like these like characters on the back that they're I don't know, Chinese characters. And somebody took those characters and they took a screenshot and had it translated.
Okay.
Super, super smart.
Yeah.
The translation says it has, it tells you like turn the buttons on, blah, blah, blah. So the translation tells you what the buttons do, like how to switch it on and off. It tells you that you need to put it out in sunlight because it's solar powered. And then it says kind tips. If using a Buddhist chanting machine outdoors, it's recommended to place in direct sunlight before placing it in outdoors. And yeah, translation errors. But it keeps referring to a Buddhist chanting machine.
Okay, so this sound, this chanting that is coming out of these speakers are like pre-recorded into the machine.
Right. So it's not a Bluetooth speaker.
That's what I had kind of thought
Yeah,
at first.
I think that's
someone
what
was
most
like
people-
playing this from their main source.
So people took screenshots of like the cover of these boxes for these speakers and they're called lotus flowers. And if you look at like the shape of it, it kind of does have like kind of lotusy plastic leaves on the outside.
Okay.
And these speakers sell online for like $57 a piece.
Wow. And there were like
Hundreds of them. And maybe they got a bulk rate or something. I don't know. Maybe they got the Temu version. Maybe they got it direct from China.
Okay.
But I want to play you. She finds like isolated speakers where you can hear the individual chants, and I want to play that for you really quick.
Just the one, how it's supposed to sound on its own.
Right. Because it sounds like, when you hear them all together, it sounds like Ursula's Lost Souls. Remember that in The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
When the little, like, they're stuck in the little barnacles.
Yeah. Very eerie.
It's very scary. But here's the individual one.
This is not much better. This is still scary. This is almost scarier.
by the greatest for well-being, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate master.
Okay. What did you think of that? Sorry.
I still think that would scare me. If I'm out on a horse and just one of those is playing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I can actually hear like a voice speaking.
She's a lot braver than me,
and
she picked
it up and was carrying it around with her drink. Yeah.
She's very casual about this.
I mean, to each their own. If that's your religion and like cool, like that's what you want to do. But I would be a little terrified. Personally.
But do you think they're summoning something? Do you think that they're like trying to...
It wasn't saying like go kill anybody. It was saying nice things, right? Like,
but why? Why so many? Like, that's crazy behavior.
Well, yes, that's a little extremist.
That's a lot of work. This is like a whole field of Buddhist speakers.
So is digging tunnels in New York. That is a lot of work as well.
Yeah,
these are
religion drives people to do
extremes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This one, at least, is just speakers that they ordered on Amazon and stuck in the ground, and they're even solar powered. They don't even have to change the batteries on those.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know a lot about Buddhism or...
It's supposed to be a very peaceful, loving... I mean, I guess apparently all religions are. I don't know about
I don't think so.
But, right? Buddhists are supposed to be very patient in nature.
Right. So to me, and I mean that's what I know. Obviously, maybe we have like a
whitewashed version,
whitewashed perception of how it works. But like, I imagine them to be very meditative and quiet and calm. Mm-hmm. And I would think that putting 100 speakers in the ground would disrupt nature and disrupt calm and disrupt meditation. And it seems like almost counterproductive of what the
Buddhist
practice.
Mentality is.
Like, I think that like they would find that to be like taking away from nature and disturbing the animals and the plants and everything else that's out there. Like, you should just be out there sitting on a rock and
having snails crawl over you.
I don't know. It's weird and it's creepy.
Did they figure out who did it and why they did it, or is it just
it's a mystery?
Mount Shasta mystery.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, that's weird. That's super weird.
It's super weird. Yeah, but we'll keep you updated. Maybe they will. I mean, it's gone super viral, so we will find out.
What a trip.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Okay, so we've been talking about me being a teacher and haha and I have no money and all that fun stuff.
That's okay. I don't have money either.
Well, there's this teacher in Oklahoma, and she made this like a get ready with me video of her first day of summer. She's a teacher, but it's her first day of summer, so she's getting ready, and she wears this like little shirt that says happy first day on it, and she's putting a skirt on and like doing her hair and makeup, and then she gets this like cardboard box and she cuts it out, and on the cardboard box piece she writes the words day one panhandling as a teacher on summer break. And so she goes and stands on a corner of like a busy street wearing her happy first day shirt and is asking for money. And by the end of the day, she collected, well over $100. And the school district that she works for is not happy that she's doing this. Yeah. I've heard mixed stories, but some say that her job is actually at jeopardy because she's doing this. What do you feel about that?
I mean, initially when you said she made over $100 just standing there, I was like, all right, I can pretend to be a teacher and go stand out there. But I can see, I don't know. It's hard because she's not doing anything illegal. She's not stealing. Like, people are willingly giving her the money.
And she's not contracted during the summer. She's free to do what she wants to do. It's not like she's like going on OnlyFans and selling, naughty pictures.
Yeah, you would have to really, it would probably take like an employment lawyer to really dig deep into that contract. Because yes, as a teacher, as pretty much any occupation, you probably don't even read it, but you are signing a contract that usually lays out how your conduct outside of the workplace can impact your employment.
Right, because lots of teachers have summer jobs. They're working at a Starbucks, or they're working at In-N-Out, or tutoring. They're getting a supplemental income over the summer. do you think panhandling is not allowed for a teacher?
I will say that if my kid were her student, I would have a little bit of concern because this is the person that your kid is spending like 8 hours of the day with.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally wouldn't agree with that. Like, because I joke like, oh yeah, I would go out there and make $100. But like morally, it just feels gross.
Mm-hmm. Well, and she's not saying
I'm
homeless.
starving,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
She's
still,
saying, she's wearing a first day teacher shirt. There's no one like giving her money not knowing what they're giving money to.
yeah. I mean, I don't think she's doing anything wrong.
Just kind of
I don't
weird.
think I could do it. I would feel weird.
I'd feel
super
dishonest.
weird.
Even though
Like,
she's not being dishonest, I would feel dishonest taking money from strangers.
But it is kind of going back. It's like that sense of entitlement a little bit. When I was joking earlier, I'm like, you guys get 3 months off.
Uh-huh.
But it is kind of like taking like, oh, us teachers don't get paid enough. It's like, well, but you took the job. I don't know. And that doesn't like, I don't know. Like, I feel, like you said, a lot of people get jobs during the summer and do something different for those 3 months. So why not do that? I don't know. Yeah. It's weird. I can see how it's very controversial. What's the consensus?
A lot of people are saying like, good for you. I think this is awesome. Keep us posted on day 2, 3, 4, 5. As of now, she's only posted 2 videos, day 1 and day 2. And the last one was actually quite a while ago, I feel like.
So she got some
flack from the
from
job.
her school district.
She's posted other videos, but only 2. 5/25. So that wasn't actually that was only 4 days ago. Oh wait, no, that's May. We're in June. Oh, so it's been over a month since she's done a panhandling video, and she's posted other videos. So maybe she said my job isn't worth it.
Maybe I wonder if she posted an update of like why she stopped.
Yeah, from what I can see, because I was kind of looking for it, and this video here has 63,000 views. Her day 1 video, I can't see how many views are on that one, and lots of comments, and the majority of comments are positive towards her. I think this is great. My student's teacher doesn't make enough money. This is like an episode from Abbott Elementary. But then other people are saying like, imagine seeing your child's teacher just chilling. So
yeah, I guess like the counter could be like with the school district, if they got mad, then it's like, okay, well, you need to pay me more so that I can survive.
Right.
It's almost like a performance art like protest. Like it's making a statement. It maybe is more so than it is like to get some cash. Like it's being silly, but it's also, it could be taken very seriously. And that's like what this person is saying. I think it's a perfect example of satire. Yeah. Y'all do realize tons of teachers do have to take on 2 to 3 jobs many times to survive, right? This panhandling over summer break isn't an exaggeration. Just because it isn't her reality doesn't mean the desperate measures to garnish a living wage isn't reflective on teachers as a whole. This is a great social commentary and makes a statement. That's exactly what you were saying. Yeah, very true.
So kind of funny, kind of not, kind of perfect way to talk about summer.
How do you think that would go over at your school? And like what sort of, do you know what your code of conduct?
I've actually read our code of conduct because I do work at a private school. So our code of conduct
it's probably more strict.
Is a little more strict than probably a public school. However, it's not as strict as some. I mean, I have quite a few tattoos. A lot of coworkers have tattoos. We don't have to hide tattoos where at some restaurants they have to wear sleeves.
What would you think if one of your colleagues did something like that? And what do you think the school would?
I don't think the school would approve. I think that they would probably have a problem with it. Just as a business, I think any business, if that's your employee out there, I work at Whole Foods, but in my time off, I have to beg for money because I don't make enough money at Whole Foods or something like that. I think any company would probably have a problem saying that they don't pay their employees enough. Because that's kind of what it comes back to.
Yeah, that's definitely what she's saying, for sure. Huh. Yeah, I can definitely see both sides.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Oh man, there was something else that popped in my brain and now it went away.
If you can tell me how to make money this summer as a teacher
Yeah.
without panhandling, that'd be great.
So now that we have both of our phones out, we're going to get all kinds of ways to make money.
Yeah.
On our phones.
Vinted.
Are you? Yeah. You said you were going to list
15
things.
items a day.
Have you done that?
Not even one.
Oh, okay.
But that is a goal of mine, to list 15 items a day.
Starting
Tomorrow. The next day. The day after tomorrow.
Oh, Rosa is dedicated.
But I'll keep everyone posted. You guys can come see my closet.
Yeah. What's your closet name? Oh, you don't have an account yet, do you?
Not on Vinted.
Okay, get your Vinted account. Rosa will sell you some of her closet and maybe some suspiciously high-priced toys.
Yeah, but I will not sell you a child. That's gross.
No. We don't do that.
No. All right, until next time, don't forget to be fountain.
Nadrin.
Bye.
Bye.
Get Ripple, the bright new drink with that ring-a-ding flavor. Ripple.